Greetings from your America 250 co-chairs, Penny Sander and Becky Malmo. The purpose of our committee is to rise and shine for America 250 and raise awareness of the courage and sacrifice of our patriot ancestors. This in turn will encourage membership in our society, as more women will want to be a part of the vibrancy of today's DAR as we reach the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, also known as the semi-quincentennial. With guidance from our state regent, in addition to raising awareness of our patriots, the California America 250 Committee identified 3 goals for completion during the Broderick administration. 1. Fund, install, and dedicate a Revolutionary War Patriot marker at our Glendora headquarters. 2. Create digital snapshots of California Daughters Patriots. 3. Support and encourage state leaders to enact a California State Commission to join the National America 250 effort in the historic countdown to July 4th, 2026. Thanks to generous support from daughters just like you, the exquisite Celebrate 250 donation pins pictured here, which will fund the Revolutionary War Patriot marker, are almost sold out. Be sure to stop by our table to see if there are any left, just in case you still want to add one to your right side ribbon. The marker has been purchased and delivered to headquarters, and installation of the marker and a lovely Patriot-themed flower garden is planned for this fall, led by the Mission Viejo chapter, and dedication will occur at the Christmas Tea, Saturday, December 11th, 2021. You don't want to miss it. The digital Patriot scrapbooks have been widely supported, and thousands of snapshots have been submitted in a variety of formats. They are on display here at both the Northern and Southern California Fall Councils and soon to be available on the CSSDAR website as well. Several chapters and districts have submitted outstanding work that will be recommended for state and sectional recognition in 2022. Mrs. Lynn Forney Young, Honorary Past President General, represents NSDAR on the National America 250 Commission. Our state regent and our committee have submitted letters in support of a California commission. However, this goal still needs your help. Be sure to stop by our table in the exhibit hall for more information on how you and your chapter can help us reach our final goal of the enactment of a California America 250 Commission. Lastly, we have lots of ideas and suggestions to raise Patriot awareness and chapter engagement and build your CMR at the same time. These include our Patriot Games and Patriot Family Tree Making. These activities are fun for all members. We have samples and instructions at our display table. Thank you for stopping by to learn more about how you and your chapter can rise and shine for America 250.
Hello, my name is Deborah McMenamin. I'm honored to serve as the California State American Heritage Committee Chair. The American Heritage Committee preserves our rich tradition in the fields of art and sculpture, crafts, drama and literature, music, and the fiber arts. There are many ways daughters can participate in the American Heritage Committee. The first portion of this video is directed toward members considering participation in any of the committee's 36 competition categories. The second portion of the video is directed towards chapter regents and chapter American Heritage Committee chairs. The 2021-2022 contest theme is Rise and Shine Your Light on Our House Beautiful. Entrants are encouraged to focus on the history of and reflect on the beginnings of our society's grand buildings in Washington, D.C. I'd like to thank Sherry Bynum, the Texas State American Heritage Chair, for the following list of ideas on how to think outside of the box when developing ideas for an entry. These tips are printed in the committee's spring newsletter. A link is available on both our national and state committee web pages. Consider the architecture of our buildings, your personal experiences at our national buildings, the landscape around our buildings, the interior design in our buildings, the history of the buildings, current renovation efforts, past renovation efforts, the history of the women who headed up the building, the designers of the buildings, events that have happened around our buildings, the events that have happened in our buildings, rooms inside our buildings. Look at past American Spirit magazines for articles and pictures. Search the CSSDAR website for pictures. Search your state website and social media sites for pictures. Search DC newspapers for articles on our buildings. Our era of the historical dress contest will be 1900 to 1930. Please note that contest rules have changed significantly this year. For example, entries will be submitted by email only. Original work is never submitted. Many new categories have been added under digital art. Other categories have been moved. Please be sure to thoroughly read the information on the CSSDAR American Heritage Committee webpage or in the National Information Packet. Detailed information for each of the contest categories, the judging criteria, the fillable entry form, minor child photo release form, and specific category due dates may be found there. Uniquely, fiber arts entries, with the exception of those submitted by members at large, are first judged at the state level, with winning entries being forwarded to national for judging. Therefore, the entry window for fiber arts projects is earlier than that of other categories. California fiber arts entries will only be accepted between December 4, 2021 and January 15, 2022. Regents and committee chairs are strongly encouraged to promote our contest within your chapter. Please consider distributing hard copies of our promotional materials, including the aforementioned American Heritage Committee spring newsletter, a letter-sized flyer, and our trifold brochure, all downloadable from the CSSDAR committee webpage. You may also include these items in your digital newsletter. An 11 by 17-inch poster is downloadable. There's still plenty of time for your members to plan and execute entries. For example, a 1 to 6 line poem, free verse or rhyming verse, is sufficient for your chapter to earn Chapter Achievement Award points. Daughters may also submit a project created previously during their years of membership, provided it can be tied to the current theme and has not placed first, second, or third nationally in the past. Our goal is for every chapter to submit at least one entry. Consider offering an event separate or in conjunction with one of your meetings to aid members in the digital photography of their projects, if applicable, and the submission of the application form and the required descriptive text. Some potential participants may not be tech-savvy or have access to a computer. Remember, fiber arts has a different deadline window than other categories. Please present at least one qualifying American Heritage program this calendar year. Many programs may be credited under more than one committee. Possible programs may be found on the Program Resource Guide on the State Members webpage and on the CSSDAR Members homepage under Member Resources, Chapter Programs. Printing the text of an American Heritage program in your newsletter has also been approved for Chapter Achievement Award credit. Be sure to cite the source. Original programs may also qualify. If you have any questions as to whether or not a program may qualify for CMR-CAA credit, please feel free to contact me. My contact information is on the state website under State Committees. A key focus of the American Heritage Committee is the Women in the Arts Recognition Award. This award is designed to recognize worthy women for outstanding achievements in the non-performance arts, including fiber arts design and creation, fine arts, sculpture design and creation, music composition, literature and drama authorship, artisan design and creation, including but not limited to jewelry, metalwork, decorative painting, and pottery. The award, comprising of a certificate and lapel pin, may be presented to DAR members and non-members, professionals and non-professionals, with the approval of the Women in the Arts Recognition Award National Vice Chair. The recipient is expected to have contributed to her artistic field in an outstanding manner beyond mastery of technique. This may include innovative design work, featured exhibitions and publication, research, and technique development. In addition to the very important function of acknowledging and supporting the contribution of women in the arts, the presentation of this reward also provides an opportunity for your chapter to be spotlighted in media releases. Please email me photos of members fabricating or presenting items such as masks, quilts, and artwork for donation to individuals or groups within your community throughout the year. Include a note as to what is depicted with your chapter name. I would also appreciate it if you would send me photos of members' entries in categories other than fiber arts, as I do not otherwise get to see them unless they place nationally. Show me how your chapter is promoting our contests. Be sure to include information about the above in your chapter master report. The committee wants to know how your members are sharing their talent and American heritage. The information and photos may be used for presentation at our state conference highlighting your chapter, and in my state report to national, which is recorded in the Library of Congress. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope it's been helpful. Again, I'm available by email and phone if you have any questions.
Thank you, Madam State Regent. My name is Sally Holcomb, co-chair of the Chapter Development and Revitalization Commission North. I am reporting on behalf of fellow co-chair Kathleen Holloway in the South and for the very active members of California State Society's branch of the CDRC. The Commission's liaison on the State Board of Directors is State Organizing Secretary Dawn Bird Beresaboy. Early in the Broderick administration, a facet of the CDRC, unique to the California State Society, was proposed by the State Organizing Secretary and approved by the State Board of Directors. Named the Organization Support Team, or OST, its mission is to provide rapid assistance to chapters in need. To accomplish this mission, the team co-chairs have been provided with extensive e-member access, and all team members have direct access to helpful resources. The team consists of CSSDAR daughters who have previously held positions of responsibility within the California State Organization and who are experienced in vital areas such as conflict resolution and problem solving. Team members regularly attend Zoom meetings chaired by the State Organizing Secretary. Team members are also asked to submit monthly activity reports to the State Organizing Secretary. Team North serves chapters in Districts 1 through 7, and Team South serves chapters in Districts 8 through 15. By direction of the state regent, team members may not work with chapters in their own districts. Who could have foreseen how timely and useful this branch of the CDRC would become? Many unforeseen challenges have come to our chapters and to the State Society as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. In many cases, situations that would normally be handled within chapter structure have amplified to the district level and beyond. Initially, the Commission was provided with a list that was created during the previous administration. This list consisted of chapters that were struggling for a variety of reasons. Each of the chapters on the list was assigned to a team member. After initial training, team members promptly began contacting chapter regents and offering assistance. Then, as more issues began to surface in other chapters, those chapters were added to the OST team responsibilities. In the most difficult cases, the State Organizing Secretary has received referrals and has intervened. To date, 79 chapters have been assisted with the following types of difficulties: disagreements between board members, unclear or unavailable job descriptions, officer resignations, financial issues including 501c3 compliance, registrar and treasurer assistance, website and other technical difficulties, communication needs between officers and chapter members, inappropriate electronic communications, violations of the non-circularization policy, disharmony among members, bylaws, standing rules that are either outdated or not followed, lack of knowledge about protocol and procedure, territorial disagreements between chapters, and the need for a consistent system by which prospective members move on to chapter membership. This co-chair North has conducted leadership training workshops for the boards of directors of 2 chapters and is available to provide the same by request for other chapters. The state organizing secretary has also posted many resources in her CDRC Dropbox folder that are available for chapter use. This concludes the state conference report for the CDRC OST. Thank you, Madam State Regent, for allowing the members of your CDRC OST team to serve in this capacity.
Welcome to the Chapter Master Report and the Chapter Achievement Awards. All right, you guys, we are extremely proud Californians with 2020 100% participation and 100% completion of the Chapter Master Report. Well done, ladies. This year, something new happened. The National DAR decided to create some new awards. Everyone likes that. Certificates of recognition will be given to the top chapters who have the largest percentage increase from last year on the CMR. These will be given along with your level 1, 2, or 3 awards at Continental Congress in the summer. Also, the President General, as always, will recognize the 5 chapters which receive the highest CAA totals. And so, for those winners, I am proud to announce 3 in California. Congratulations to Gold Nugget Chapter. You guys increased by almost 65%, 64.71%. Well done, ladies. Estudillo, 56.6%, and Santa Clara, 55.11%. I am totally amazed at our California daughters. So well done. And with that, the chapters with 20 to 54% increase from last year. We had 11. Look at this fantastic list. From Elite League, 41.44%. El Marino, 25 to 47%. Rincon del Diablo, 47.66%. Oh, you guys can see your names. I'm not going to say them right. Monserrati, 49.74%. Down to Gabilian, 20.63%. You guys, wonderful job. Really wonderful job. So the new awards from National, they were looking from chapters who had at least a 10% increase. And you can see from this list that California had 20 chapters with at least a 10% increase. These are listed in no kind of order at all. But you can see we have a lot of chapters, and I'm just so proud. We had all these, plus the others listed, plus the ones before, were all from the new awards that we've given out. Well done, chapters. Well done. So continuing on, our chapters who have the most points for programs, service, and activities and training. Our first place, Los Gatos, with 245 points. Congratulations to you, ladies. Second place, Santa Clara. Well done again. And third place, Samuel Ramsey. Lovely to see you on this list. 150 points. And not least of all, the chapters who have the highest grand total for the Chapter Master Report for the year of 2020 are: first place, Santa Clara, you guys, 2,105 points. Congratulations, ladies. Second place, Colonel William Cabell, 1,920 points. Fantastic job. Third place, Bakersfield, 1,775 points. Outstanding, marvelous, well done. I can't say enough about you ladies. So next year, don't forget, be prepared for your chapter master report and your chapter achievement awards, which are inside the chapter master report. Use these documents to build on that. Look on the national website, and I will list them also on our webpage on the California site. The 2021 CAA chapter checklist, 2021 chapter achievement awards planning guide, and there's also completing the CAA in the CMR. All these are listed on the national website under Chapter Achievement Awards. And don't forget, your chapter's previous year of the Chapter's Master Report is probably the best document to build on. Don't forget, make those copies, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for all your contributions to your community. Thank you for adding all the various data to the Chapter Master Report. Thank you for dealing with all this and all the stress of it. Have a cup of tea, put your feet up, and relax. And guess what? We're going to start this all over again. So get ready for that. And thank you very much, ladies. And thank you, Madam Regent, for this opportunity to serve.
California Daughters, Lori Smotherman, your state commemorative events chair here, to give you an overview of the commemorative events we are focusing on for this year and through President General Van Buren's administration. As you can see in my handy visual, Independence Day. Ladies, it's not too early to start thinking about what you want to do next year. 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. This commemoration will continue through 2025. And if your chapter is not yet registered with the U.S. Vietnam War commemoration as a commemorative partner, now is a wonderful time to do so. You can register free via the Commemorative Events Committee site by clicking the link that's in the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War paragraph. And on the site, you will find all the information on the program and how to apply, such as this. So once approved, you'll receive a starter kit, and you will be able to order free materials, which include certificates and pins, which you'll use to recognize, thank, and honor our Vietnam veterans. And ladies can tell you from personal experience, Vietnam vets that you honor are so grateful for the recognition because they never received it. So it's really a wonderful patriotic opportunity now to honor them as heroes. Next is the 75th anniversary of the ending of World War II. Take advantage of the special World War II certificates that this chair developed and designed to honor and recognize our military heroes. You can access via the state site under Forms, or click the link under the 75th anniversary in the Commemorative Events National site. 400th anniversary of the Mayflower Landing, 200th anniversary of the Santa Fe Trail, 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment ratification, women's suffrage, 100th anniversary of the dedication of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and this anniversary is celebrated November 11th this year, so hope you've made plans to recognize this important anniversary. 250th anniversary of the Boston Massacre, and yes, we have a new commemorative event. It's the 250th anniversary of the Committees of Correspondence. That's a mouthful. And what is that, you ask? Well, the Committees of Correspondence started in 1772 in Boston to communicate with all the towns in the province. As all provinces in the colonies appointed committees, this really led to the spread of Revolutionary War information and really the abilities for the colonies to unite for independence. So please read up on this anniversary and share the information with your chapters. Also, take advantage of celebrating local milestones, events specific to your chapter, district, and state. And please find more information and ideas and ways to celebrate these milestones on the committee website. And don't forget to take lots of pictures at your event. And this chair looks forward to receiving your event write-up next January during CMR time, and having winning chapters at the state division and national levels again. It really would be fabulous to have chapter submissions for all event categories. So feel free to contact me with any questions or ideas, and send me pictures that you have on your events, programs, projects, and activities. So ladies, the final question is, how will you celebrate our commemorative events? Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks.
Welcome to Community Classroom. Cindy and I are so happy you came. Community Classroom highlights the importance of education as the basis for the health of our children and our country, and encourages collaboration amongst the committees focused on different aspects of learning, such as literacy, American history, Constitution Week, Americanism, or conservation, and offering activities. Activities can include art, like drawing a poster for the Constitution Week poster contest. And this year we offer complete lesson plans for grades K through 12, providing a wonderful enrichment adventure for students and daughters in California. This is posted on the Constitution Week and the Community Classroom web pages. Or essay writing. This year we offer 2 study guides for the American History Essay Contest, providing sound assistance to our students and teachers. The one for grades 5 through 8 offers an analysis of the theme and guidelines on essay writing, plus 20 easy-to-read stories drawn from first-hand accounts of World War I, so students can more fully understand the meaning of the war, personal loss, and the tomb of the unknown soldier. The other, for grades 9 through 12, outlines the Revolutionary War Patriot theme and also includes guidelines for good essay writing. These are posted on the American History and Community Classroom web pages. Also, for your back-to-school backpacks, think about including an American flag and the Our Flag bookmark activity or basic drawing shapes handouts posted on our web page. Our pilot heart project was such a success thanks to you. Statewide, we delivered over 1,100 heart kits to CASA offices for the foster children in their care. In the words of one CASA CEO, quote, "The incredible generosity and thoughtfulness by your beloved organization are so appreciated. This donation is such help for our children and CASAs who have been through a very tough year," unquote. We are waiting to hear from the CASA Executive Board on the timeline for our next heart project, so stay tuned and take advantage of those arts and crafts sales. Thank you to all who participated and for your inspiring success stories. Cindy and I look forward to working with you this coming year. Check out our Community Classroom webpage for more ideas and be in touch. Thank you.
The Community Service Award is one of the easiest DAR awards to give. The purpose of this award is to recognize individuals in the community for their outstanding volunteer service. In 2020, 15 applications from 12 chapters were approved. Each chapter can submit 2 applications a year. We could be honoring 230 individuals every year in California. What an opportunity. A big shout out to those chapters who did submit applications. I was really impressed. Here are a few examples. 2 members were honored for their work on the 400th anniversary Mayflower Float. A retired nurse helped the local coroner's office identify John Does with her genealogy skills. An owner of a hot air balloon organized a nighttime display for the community in the local park. The next day, their Operation Uplift group flew over local hospitals and fire stations with signs taped to the sides of their baskets, thanking the essential workers for their work during this pandemic. I love this DAR award. It is so easy to give, and it's really appreciated by those who receive it. And it's a fabulous way to get our DAR name out into the community. I challenge every chapter in this state to do at least one this year. Just do it. I know we can, and you can.
Welcome, Madam State Regent and California Daughters, to the Constitution Week Committee's display table here at Fall Council. Very soon we'll be meeting in person, and I do hope you'll stop by and share with me all of your thoughts about the Constitution Week. Our living Constitution has successfully served our country as a rule of law, primarily because of the amendment process, starting with the Bill of Rights ratification in 1791. Then we are celebrating the 22nd Amendment and the 26th Amendment. But let's go back up to the Bill of Rights. James Madison wrote that in 1789, but it took 2 years to ratify it, and it was ratified in 1791, which is the 230th anniversary. The 22nd Amendment, which limits the president to 2 terms in office, was ratified in 1951, and the 26th Amendment was ratified in 1971, which extended the vote to 18-year-olds. Let's move into the center here and look at this poster, which was the national winning poster in 2020. And as you can see at the top, it celebrates women's suffrage, which was the 19th Amendment. Now over here on the left, we have kits and books for kids, so that children could learn all about the Constitution and hopefully be encouraged to draw some posters and enter them into the contest. At the top, we have the We the People. It's a craft kit for a child to write the Constitution. Then we have books, and especially down at the bottom, a coloring book. On the table, we have what we call freebies. We have Signing Their Rights Away, which are little bios of the signers of the Constitution. We have Constitution Week pencils, pocket constitutions, campaign buttons saying Constitution Week, thank you CC Cox, and we have bookmarks. So please join me at the Fall Councils. I look forward to greeting you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashley Brown. I'm the state chair for DAR Good Citizens. Thank you for stopping by. Just a reminder about some deadlines. The schools need to have the essays to the chapter committee chair by November 15th. By December 15th, the chapter winner needs to be sent to the district representative. And then by January 15th, the district winner needs to be sent to me, the state chair, for the state level judging. If electronic copies are fine to be sent to me, but I will have to have the hard copies before they can go on to the next level if they are a winner. So if you have any questions about that, please email me. My contact information is on the state committee page for DAR Good Citizens. If you were unable to order your materials, certificates, pins, and wallet cards prior to fall councils, don't worry about it. You still have plenty of time to order. Please submit the form that's located on the state website to headquarters, and headquarters will send you your materials. There will be a shipping fee, but there's no penalty. You can still get your materials to you. Don't worry about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, my contact information is on the state committee page, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you so much for your service to DAR Good Citizens. It is such a great committee, and all these students are so wonderful. So thank you so much for your dedication.
Developing leadership skills starts at the chapter level with every member, regardless of whether they are serving as a committee chair or board member. DAR leadership development workshops were expanded for a virtual fall council held September 25th and 26th, 2020. 12 seminars were produced by California Daughters on a variety of membership and leadership subjects and presented through video formats by the Fall Council team. These videos continue to be available on the state website as a resource for the membership to review at their convenience. Special appreciation goes to our wonderful presenters who contributed valuable information to California Daughters and said yes when I called. State Regent Susan Broderick, State Organizing Secretary Dawn Bird Berezovoy, State Treasurer Christina Ramos, State Registrar Robin Hurwitz, State Parliamentarian Katrina Gonzalez, along with State Chairs Jill Bellinger, Donna Regal, Carol Ann Nolan, Joe Olson, Sandra Parker, and Mary Catherine Couvert. Huge shout outs to VIS Chair Joe Olson and Fall Council Chairs Lisa Fox and Sue Fitzpatrick for all their work to bring our membership the very successful 2020 virtual Fall Council. It took the whole team to pull it off. Madam State Regent, thank you for the opportunity to learn new things and for stretching me in very meaningful ways.
Hello and welcome to the DAR Scholarship Exhibit Room display. I'm Annalisa Lauer-Hansing, the DAR Scholarship Committee Chair. CSSDAR offers 2 scholarships. The first is the American History or Political Science Scholarship for a graduating high school senior. And the second is for a DAR member who is needing to re-enter the workforce. Both of these scholarship applications can be found on the CSSDAR scholarship webpage. Both will need to be filled out and the completed applications postmarked by January 31st, 2022. The National Society, DAR, offered 26 scholarships this last year. The NSDAR has an application window that is only open from November 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2022 and closes at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. The scholarship link can be found on the public website for the DAR under the Scholarship tab. This means that students no longer need to go through a chapter or have a chapter sponsorship in order to apply for an NSDAR scholarship. Additionally, the DAR no longer requires applicants to submit their SAT or ACT scores. All applications are now filed electronically through the online application portal at dar.academicworks.com. This link is also found on the dar.org public website on the Scholarships tab. Ideas for chapter activities. Update your chapter website and create an area on your website to have the links for both the California State and the NSDAR scholarships that are available for students to apply for. Conduct a chapter challenge. Reach out to some of the schools in your area. Also, create a press release with your local newspaper and academic institutions. And share the scholarship information in your chapter newsletters. Thank you for visiting the DAR Scholarship Committee Exhibit Room page.
Welcome, California Daughters, to the virtual exhibit room for the California DAR Schools Committee. The theme from the Van Buren administration is Hooked on DAR Schools. The promotion of education is one of the 3 founding objectives of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. In 1903, the Committee of Patriotic Education was authorized. The committee now supports 5 schools, 1 DAR school and 4 DAR approved schools. Kate Duncan Smith DAR School, Berry College, the Crossnorth School and Children's Home, Hillside School, and Hindman Settlement School. All of these schools were begun in rural and disadvantaged areas where public education was not accessible. The mission of these schools is to provide traditional values and educational skills to the students in order to help them reach their full potential in life. While each school has a different focus, they serve a variety of special needs programs, including adult literacy, attention deficit disorder, dyslexia, and children in family crisis. Today, the DAR schools serve thousands of students from preschool through college and are helping to make a difference in their lives. 100% of all proceeds from the sale of each DAR school's Sunfish pin goes directly to support these schools. You can purchase one of these pins from the California Web Store for $25 and $5 for shipping. If you attended the DAR School's junior event, you heard Richard Myers, director of Hillside School, share the news of a recent fire that destroyed their 100-year-old historic barn. This barn, which was built in the early 1920s, is an integral part of the curriculum at Hillside School. The California DAR Schools Committee has created a Raise the Barn for Hillside fundraiser. All denominations are welcome and are truly appreciated. However, if you donate $50 or more, you will receive this beautiful, specially created Hillside Barn pin. All donations can be made on the CSSDAR web store. On behalf of the DAR Schools Committee, I and committee co-chair Penny Adams O'Neill want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your ongoing support of DAR schools.
Each year, millions of Americans come together to remember our fallen United States veterans, honor those that have served, and their families, and teach the next generation about the value of freedom. This gathering of volunteers and patriots takes place in local, state, and national cemeteries in all 50 states of our United States as part of the National Wreaths Across America Day. This year's Wreath Day event is Saturday, December the 18th. Annual themes help volunteers and supporters focus their messaging and outreach in their own communities. The theme for 2021 is Live Up to Their Legacy. The inspiration for this year's theme came from a statement made by United States Army Chief of Staff General James C. McConville in an interview in early November 2020. General McConville spoke on behalf of the United States Army about the upcoming opening of the National Museum of the United States Army. He said, quote, "We stand on the shoulders of heroes that have gone before us, and really what we strive to do is live up to their legacy," end quote. My name is Brenda Kaesler, and I am serving the Van Buren and Broderick administrations as National and California Vice Chair, Service for Veterans, Wreaths Across America. Many of you have heard me say that wreaths are to Wreaths Across America what wedding rings are to a marriage. They are the physical symbol which represents a full year's actions and activities to remember our fallen United States veterans, honor those who have served, and their families, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Some great things have happened in 2021. In April and May, the Mobile Education Exhibit made its inaugural tour through California, making 13 stops in our state. Of those 13 stops, 7 were hosted by DAR chapters and 2 were hosted by DAR districts. That means 70% of their California stops were DAR. By far the highest percentage of stops in any state, and more importantly, the staff of the exhibit's very first experience with our daughters. And they love us. Chapters that hosted those events received hundreds of press hits across the state and country. Over 100 Vietnam veterans were welcomed home with a pin and proclamation, and many said that it was the first time they had ever been thanked for their service. On June 11th, the National Executive Committee, the National Chair of Service for Veterans and California daughter Christine Woods, and myself were guests of Wreaths Across America, traveling to Tipland in Maine to dedicate a grove of 10,000 balsam fir trees as a living memorial to our Revolutionary War patriots. Any daughter wanting to have a tree tagged for their patriot ancestor can do so. And just across the road, you can tag a tree for any veteran in your family who fell after the Revolution. The tree that you tag becomes your tree. No one else will ever tag that tree, and all they ask is that you allow them to trim the branches of that tree about every 3 years to make wreaths for fallen veterans for that season. We have a lot to celebrate in California. Since fall of 2020, 37 California chapters have been added to the Broderick administration's Wreaths Across America team as registered sponsorship groups. That makes a full 72% of our chapters are registered groups. There were 49 of those chapters that used Wreaths Across America as a fundraising opportunity in 2020, bringing $35,500 into their local communities. That's an average of $724.50 per chapter. Mrs. Broderick wants to say thank you to the 84 chapters who are currently registered to participate. California is truly leading the way for our nation. There are currently 23 chapters that are not yet registered with Wreaths Across America. Of that 19.6% of California chapters, 11 report participating on their CMR, and 12 report no participation in this project at all. So here is my challenge. If you already participate, but you haven't yet registered, please do so. There are perks for your chapter that you need to know about. If your chapter does not yet participate at all, think about making 2021 your first year. I bet you will return for 2022. And if you are currently one of the 84 registered sponsorship groups, you are invited to raise your goal, because the 2021 Broderick administration goal is an increase of 20%. Our goal is to make sure that at least 12,820 of our California fallen veterans will be remembered by the California State Society Daughters of the American Revolution this December. There is a reason that President General Van Buren chose Wreaths Across America as one of her national projects. Wreaths Across America is not about placing wreaths on graves. It's about very much more. Yes, each December, millions of people nationwide gather to express their gratitude for what our United States military personnel have sacrificed. That day is marked to celebrate the lives and heroism of those fallen veterans who will reverently have a live balsam wreath placed on their headstone as their name is said out loud. We will celebrate that they lived a life that was about something greater than themselves, that they sacrificed a piece, if not all, of their lives for us. It is not a ceremony for that fallen veteran. It is a ceremony for us, for our families, our communities, and our country to come together just for 2 hours on a Saturday morning in December to live up to their legacy. Wreaths Across America and the Daughters of the American Revolution are on a parallel path, and that is why Mrs. Van Buren and Mrs. Broderick have chosen to encourage our chapters to commit to this mission, to make sure that every single American hero is never forgotten. As daughters, we have amazing resources available to include our communities to become involved with not only Wreaths Across America, but DAR as well. I invite you to discover how your participation can benefit your chapter and your community. You can contact me at nsdarwreathsacrossamerica@gmail.com.
This is Ginger Adams, Historic Preservation Committee Co-Chair, and this is the exhibit table for the Historic Preservation Committee. As we move in, we see the basic information about the committee, and here's the Historic Preservation objectives. These are all available on the website. Here's some gathering resources, information, ways you can find information and helpful tools. And then we move on to Historic Preservation Project contest information and historic sites and properties information. We this year didn't have any entries in these two fields. However, let's move on to the medals. Historic Preservation Medals Award. And here the Sacramento chapter has a Medal Award for Shipley Walters. It's her picture in the center, and here's the media on it. And it was published in a couple of papers. It tells about Shipley Walters and her award. Then we move on to the Santa Lucia chapter. Also, they did a medal award. And this was for a house. It was a house that was in the family of David Baker. And here's the plaque for it. This was the original house. And then we move on to the restored house. And here's a picture of David Baker receiving the medal from the chapter regent. And a little bit of a write-up about that. Next, we move on to San Vicente chapter. They did 2 projects. One for graveyard cleanup. You can see all the ladies out there cleaning the gravestones. Then historic renovation. This is a house they restored. That's the front of the house. And here we see the beautifully restored inside. 3 shots. Then we move on to Santa Cruz chapter. They did 3 medal awards. And here are the recipients. The gentleman on the far left is the husband of the wife who actually received the award, and he's getting it for her. There are their names. And finally, here's the information about the Santa Cruz chapter Excellence in Historic Preservation Medals. A little write-up. That concludes the exhibit board for Historic Preservation Committee. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, I'm Karen Amore, and I'm going to talk about historic preservation grants as the co-chair of the Historic Preservation Committee. I'll describe how the DAR can financially assist nonprofits and at the same time garner recognition for your chapter in the community. Please note that all forms and tools referenced in this presentation will be listed on the California DAR members website under State Committees, Historic Preservation Committee. Since March 2020, life hasn't been easy for anyone. For a moment, I'd like you to think about your local charities. Museums had to shut down. Landmarks could no longer have tours. Parks closed. Schools went to remote learning. Nearly every part of society was affected in one way or another, and we're still struggling. Our assistance is needed now more than ever to ensure that these important historic sites don't close permanently. DAR grants $250,000 every year to organizations so they can complete important restoration projects. Let's help these organizations rebound while at the same time get some critical community recognition for your chapter. Why should a chapter endorse a company for a grant? Well, the answers are many. You create local awareness of your chapter, the DAR mission, and the support of community projects. You generate visibility for your chapter and earn a reputation for investing in your community. You attract new members. You create a source of pride and achievement for your chapter members. See the list of grants awarded last May on the Historic Preservation State Committee page. These grants can give you ideas of what types of things DAR likes to show support for. Where do I look to find a nonprofit that qualifies for a grant? Start with asking your chapter members who record all those Service to America hours. You'll find many of them work at different charities that may need assistance. Historic landmarks often need restoring. Maybe a marker or a plaque would be indicated. Try the local, city, and state historic preservation and historical societies. Colonial to federal period restorations are preferred, but others are considered as well. The cemeteries in your community may need refurbishing. There may also be statues that are in need of upgrading. Many museums have been waiting to reopen but don't have the ability right now to mount an exhibit. Their restorations are in a holding pattern waiting for funding. Let's help get them that funding to get these projects completed. Colleges and universities are frequently restoring items for their museums or digitizing records for their archives. Your local newspapers may have articles about these struggling companies. They need the help, and your chapter can assist in providing it. To get started, you need a plan. The National Committee realized this and put together a tool to assist you in developing a chapter plan for historic preservation. This exercise can be done with the chapter board or the entire membership. Once you've picked a company to talk to, determine the best person to act as your contact. This can be a development officer, a fundraising associate, or in the case of smaller companies, the CEO themselves. Get their name, phone number, and an email address and give them yours. Suggest that a grant writer assist them in filing for the grant. Let them know you're there to guide them and work with them through the entire process. You will want to be one of the first to congratulate them on a job well done. Just like any other corporation, DAR has its rules when it comes to who qualifies for a historic preservation grant. Before you get too far into the process, you want to make sure that the company you've targeted qualifies. A simple chapter checklist has been provided on the state website. Are they a 501c3 nonprofit charitable corporation? There are many types of nonprofits, but only the 501c3 is qualified to get a grant from the DAR. Are the matching funds in the bank? This is a matching grant, which means the company needs to have the amount equal to what they are requesting in the bank, earmarked for use on this project. How much money do they need? Our maximum grant is $10,000. Smaller requests are encouraged and looked upon favorably. If they have a project larger than $10,000, they may be able to break it into phases and do only a phase for funding purposes for DAR. Has the company applied for any other grants from the DAR during the current President General's administration? If so, they will not qualify. Only one grant per term is allowed. Is the project aligned with the DAR historic preservation goals? Will it be long-lasting and a tangible benefit to the charities selected? Intangibles like salaries, overhead costs, and fees will not be covered. Does the company have a website or a social media presence? If so, read it carefully, and you'll likely be able to answer a lot of these questions. If not, check with your contact before they get their hopes up too high. You've selected a company in need of a grant. You've talked with your contact, you've pre-qualified them, and you're ready to present to them the process to apply for the grant. First, download and print the application instruction sheet. Please note, these are new instructions for 2021. We've gone virtual with the applications, making it easier and less costly. We have a portal where they can go and sign in, fill out the application, scan and upload the extra documents needed, and submit the package electronically. Now, once you hit send, it's done. But there's one thing to be careful of. When uploading supplemental documentation, you can't change or delete it once it's uploaded. So warn your company to only upload what is asked for and to not hit that red apply button until they've thoroughly checked and rechecked that each and every document has been attached and filled out. They should not wait until the end of December to apply. Encourage them to apply earlier so the vice chair can contact them if she has questions or to get documents that may have missed or been forgotten. Download and print the DAR Historic Preservation Grants flyer. Putting the flyer and the instructions together in a folder with your business card makes you look organized and professional. Sometime before May 1st, the organization will hear if they will be receiving a grant. The sponsoring chapter isn't always notified, so if you haven't heard, you can call the National Vice Chair of Historic Preservation Grants or the contact at your company and find out if the award was granted. If it is, you have a little more work to do. Offer to present them with the grant during an important chapter meeting, such as a year-end luncheon. This is great for the chapter to know they've helped a community organization and a wonderful photo opportunity for you and the company to use in upcoming press releases. Consider ordering an oversized check like the one at the right to present to them. These photos turn out great. They are obligated to publicize that DAR was part of the funding for their project. You can help them by offering to write press releases, buy a yard sign, or post in online publications such as Patch or Nextdoor. All of these are great publicity for the chapter and the nonprofit. Check in after a few months to make sure they're fulfilling the grant requirements by sending in regular reports with pictures. If they don't do this important follow-up, they might not be given the final installment of their funding. It's celebration time. Your chapter is responsible for a worthy charity continuing their work. Enjoy the process, and let's get some grants allocated to California for 2022 to 2023. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jessica Ray. I'm your Junior Shop Co-Chair North.
And I'm Colleen Dragovich, Junior Shop Co-Chair South. We're here today to talk to you a little bit about Junior Shop, what we're all about, where you can find us, and how to help out.
What is Junior Shop? We're a part of the Junior Membership Committee. We are the official fundraiser for the Helen Pouch Memorial Fund, which you will learn more about later. We sell many different items and have a little bit of everything. Broadly, we carry DAR branded everyday items like bags, office supplies for your DAR correspondence, patriotic items, and especially jewelry. The pins we sell are right side only, not to be worn on the official ribbon.
So why should you support the Junior Shop? As Jessica mentioned earlier in this presentation, Junior Shop is the national fundraiser for the Helen Pouch Memorial Fund. Proceeds from the sales go to multiple projects at the national level. Firstly, the Helen Pouch Memorial Fund supports DAR schools in projects at Bacone College and the Chemawa Indian School, for example. The 2021 and 2022 National Junior Committee Project is the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, or TAPS. Some of the money that we receive through the Helen Pouch Memorial Fund also funds our junior projects. And the Junior Classroom Grant Program gives 2 $500 grants to classrooms in each state across the country. And finally, some of the proceeds of our items directly support California juniors. For example, the proceeds for our California Hummingbird pin stays here in California to support junior projects. Here are some ways that you can help us out. Firstly, come page with us at the Fall Councils and State Conference. We always need help at the Junior Shop table in the exhibit room. When the page requests go out, mark down that you would like to page with us. We'll teach you everything you need to know, and it's a lot of fun. You can book us for a talk or set up shop at your district or chapter meeting. Are you interested in promoting Junior Shop at your district or chapter? We'd love to come and talk to your chapter about Junior Shop. Send us an email for more details. You can promote us to your friends and chapter members. The Helen Pouch Memorial Fund is much more than just a national grant program. You can purchase our items at any time throughout the year. Planning to give gifts to new members at a chapter meeting? Got a DAR sister or friend with a birthday coming up? Share the catalog with your family. Send us an email to make an order, or if you want any ideas, we'd be happy to help. And of course, buy a page pin. Any CSSDAR page is eligible to purchase the Circle page pin at Junior Shop. If you're paging, this pin makes a great addition to your pin collection. And where can you find Junior Shop? You can find us in the exhibit room at Fall Council and at State Conference. We'll be at the Northern Fall Council in San Ramon and at the Southern Fall Council in Los Angeles, as well as the State Conference in Irvine in 2022. If you would like to order items at a later date, please take an order form with you and submit it to us via email. We will confirm your order and send you instructions to pay on the CSSDAR web store. More information is available in the catalog and on the Junior Shop order form, available on the CSSDAR website and on the exhibit room tables.
Here are some of our must-have items for juniors and pages. Make sure you have your Firefly items. The official administration pin is $25, and we also have a smaller lapel pin for $5. We have a great little notebook with pen for $6 to jot down important things you learn at council. White gloves are a paging must, and we sell a pair for $5. Also, the $9 page pin is perfect for pinning your page sash. If you need hand sanitizer, stop by our table. At $3, it will go fast. We also have the $6 tote bag for carrying all your must-haves that folds into itself for easy storage.
And these are some of our popular items. The DAR logo lapel pin is one of our most popular pins because it's an everyday pin that makes a great conversation piece for only $6. The DAR red apron is also popular. It has a pocket in the front and makes a great statement piece when you're having your next barbecue, only $12. No Straw September is upon us. The reusable metal straw comes with a plastic mouthpiece, a straw cleaner, and a nice carrying case to keep it all together, only for $10. The DAR note cards are always popular because they make great thank you cards. The DAR logo and DAR script are available for $8 per pack. It comes with a set of 12 cards with envelopes. The tablet sleeve is a neoprene sleeve that doubles as a bookcase and has a zipper top. This new item is $24. And as I mentioned earlier in this presentation, the California Junior Hummingbird Pin supports California Junior projects and is only $25.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you at Council, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions.
Hello, California Daughters. I'm Vicki Klein, your Northern California Lineage Research Co-Chair. I'd like to share some facts about your CSSDAR Lineage Research Committee with you. Between us, your two co-chairs have more than 60 years experience in genealogy research. We are both chapter registrars, so we know how challenging your job is. Plus, we are members or subscribers of numerous genealogical societies and genealogy websites and able to access their resources. We are skilled in the use of image-only collections and advanced search strategies and have vast knowledge of online genealogical repositories, both paid and free, plus experience in navigating difficult websites and contacting local repositories. I have the pleasure now to introduce you to your Southern California co-chair, Beth Ullman, who will tell you about how our team can support your chapter's membership. Beth?
Thank you, Vicki. Our job is to help you submit applications and supplementals that will be approved without errors. To do that, we have both a team of committee members statewide ready to help you with difficult to prove points in lineage, and additional resources to help you and your lineage research committees, including to help you have fun with it. Resources available to you to download from our Lineage Research Committee page on the CSSDAR website include newly expanded e-app instructions, a 6-column dynamic application worksheet, a Patriot roadmap, and several lists of resources, almost all of which are free. We're also available to give presentations on a variety of genealogy topics to your chapter or district for regular lineage research or registrar meetings, in person or virtual. These are just some of the topics, from ones tackling the challenges of brick walls with unusual resources and techniques, to fun topics like finding the scoundrels in our trees. We're also happy to create a talk on a subject of particular interest to you, or to customize these for your group. Using the techniques we cover, we've been able to help chapters prove lines for applications. And Vicki will tell you a little bit more about one of them. Vicki?
Thank you, Beth. The State Lineage Research Committee has solved 12 cases this past year, creating opportunities for new members to join your chapters. One successful new research tool is the Patriot Roadmap. An Excel pedigree chart, the Patriot Roadmap allows you to chart PM's ancestral lines with help of the DAR Ancestor and Descendants database and careful use of the Ancestry.com family trees. Ancestors are identified and lines are connected, hopefully leading to DAR patriots. This is just a portion of one chart. The PM had indicated that her line from her great-grandmother, shown by the red arrow on the left, went to Patriot Israel Litchfield near the top right. Problems with locating documents on this line led to searching for another patriot. Using the Patriot Roadmap, 4 additional patriots on this branch were located, 3 with children in the PM's lineage. The line from Emma Litchfield to Patty Knight being already proven, I was able to link Patty to her father Joseph, the son of Patriot Enos Knight. Color coding the cells proves extremely helpful, yellow being a potential patriot, the dark and light blue, the patriot and the proven line, and blacking out a cell indicating that this line can go no further due to either immigration after the revolution or death prior. The Patriot Roadmap can give a better picture of whether or not a line is related, makes it easier to see additional patriots, and is useful for research on both new and supplemental applications. To wrap up, we would like to thank you for allowing us this time. We hope you'll turn to us with any problems you encounter in your research for prospective members and supplemental applications. Beth?
Here's our contact information, and feel free to reach out to either one of us. We're here to help, and we look forward to hearing from you.
National Defense Committee Virtual Exhibit, Diane McLean, Chair Reporter. The National Defense Committee assists members in carrying out the historical, educational, and patriotic purposes of the National Society to promote an informed membership by advocating a strong American military defense and to preserve our American heritage of freedom. National defense activities are recognized for the Chapter Achievement Award in several different ways, including presenting a report using relevant materials at regular chapter meetings, presenting gold ROTC, bronze JORTC, and silver outstanding cadet medals, scheduling a chapter program on national defense, and presenting DAR Youth Citizenship and DAR Distinguished Citizen Medals. The National Defender newsletter, found on the national website, is an excellent resource for your chapter national defense reports. The Gold ROTC Medal is awarded to an outstanding cadet at a university, college, and junior college, recommended to the chapter chair by their commanding officer. The Bronze Medal to an outstanding cadet at a high school or secondary school. The Silver Outstanding Cadet Medal is awarded to a student of a non-ROTC military-affiliated cadet program such as Naval Sea Cadet Corps and Civil Air Patrol programs. If schools in your area do not have these programs, you can recognize boys and girls in grades 5 to 11 with the Youth Citizenship Medal. Then there is the DAR Distinguished Citizen Medal. This medal is awarded to an individual 18 years of age and older and groups who have contributed to the defense and/or security and thereby the freedom of the community, state, or nation in an exceptional manner. The DAR Distinguished Citizen Medal is presented to emergency first responders, emergency health responders, active duty military, veterans of the United States Armed Forces, and individuals who fulfill the qualities of honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. When presenting to a group, medals will be given to each person in the group receiving the award. This award is not a contest. The individual or group is nominated by the chapter. Now is a wonderful opportunity for chapters to recognize these people in your community. The chapter fills out the application form. The application can be found on the national website along with instructions. You can find more details on the National Defense State Committee page, along with a link to the national website and my email address.
Hello, Pat Richards, Service to America Co-Chair. The Service to America Committee is a national committee that has been established to capture the magnitude of volunteer services provided by NSDAR volunteers. President General Denise Doreen Van Buren, whose motto is Rise and Shine for America, challenged us to report 10 million hours of community service by the end of her administration in 2022. By June 1st, 2021, this goal was surpassed. With a year to go in the Van Buren administration, the question becomes, how high can we go? The National DAR Day of Service is just one opportunity for members and chapters to accumulate volunteer service hours. The National DAR Day of Service is on or around October 11th, which is the anniversary of the founding of DAR. Each year on or around October 11th, chapters and individuals are encouraged to engage in meaningful community service projects in their communities. Chapters are encouraged to submit your service projects for consideration of the Service to America Award for Outstanding National DAR Day of Service Project. Meaningful community service is defined as any activity benefiting the community, the chapter, the state society, or the national society as a whole. Not sure what counts as meaningful community service? Try asking yourself these questions. Does the service benefit someone in the community or the community at large? Is the action one that is visible in the community? Is the action one that benefits those outside of the member's family in any way? Remember, every hour counts, including your DAR work. On the national website, you will find the Service to America tally, which is the place to enter all your meaningful community service hours. No number of hours is too small to be recorded. One of the objectives of the Service to America Committee is to quantify the number of hours of meaningful service DAR members are doing in their local communities across the country and around the world. Remember, chapter regions can easily log Service to America hours into the online tally collectively for her chapter members. The DAR Salute to Service Initiative is a collaborative effort of the DAR Project Patriot, DAR Service for Veterans, National Defense, and Service to America committees to rise and shine the spotlight on the service of our active duty military, veterans, and first responders. Chapters or individual members are encouraged to salute a group or individual with some sort of special recognition. Then snap a photo or two of the service activity or salute performed. Make your salutes fun and special. Request permission to take photos and share them via social media. This community encourages community service by all members on all levels as a means of honoring our heritage. Recording volunteer service hours on the online tally will demonstrate NSDAR's significant impact on our communities. Thank you for all you do in service to America.
The Flag of the United States of America Committee. Co-Chairman North, Sarah Rao. Co-Chairman South, Valerie Worley. The major objectives of this committee are to keep the flag flying, protect it continuously under all conditions, and educate citizens regarding its correct usage. Be sure to always fly your flag at home. Information on the flag can be found on the National and State Committee webpage, in the NSDAR handbook, as well as in many books and on the internet. Wear a flag pin. The flag pin should only be worn on the left side of your apparel and is the only pin you may wear on that side when you are wearing your insignia. It may not be placed on the official DAR ribbon. Ways to include the flag in your meetings. Include flag facts in newsletters. Present a flag minute. Add a flag in new member welcome packs. Display your flag. Present flags, flag pins, and flag books to contest winners and speakers. Always include the pledge. Give a flag presentation. Gift a flag pin or use as a prize. Ways to share the flag in your community. Distribute stickers, pins, flags, and leaflets. When presenting programs to schools, start with the pledge. Post facts about the flag on social media. Present the flag at community events. Set up a flag booth at local events. Include a flag and copies of the pledge when donating to schools or in groups. Feature the flag in your display for parades. Participate in or host local Flag Day or 4th of July celebrations. Contact government representatives to obtain flags flown over our state or nation's capital. Encourage organizations and clubs to include the pledge. Attend local events honoring the flag. Participate in flag retirement ceremonies. Present appreciation certificates to recognize usage of the flag. Place flags on grave sites for Memorial Day. These flag items can be purchased from the DAR store. Excerpts from the official U.S. Flag Code, the Pledge of Allegiance for the Deaf and American Sign Language, the Pledge of Allegiance bookmark, the Pledge of Allegiance and the America's Creed card, United States Constitution booklet, United States flags, evolution of the U.S. flag puzzle. Various flag pins may be purchased through Junior Shop. Braille kits may be purchased through the CSSDAR website. New flags flown over Constitution Hall can now be ordered online through the DAR store. Visit the DAR store, click on Chapter Supplies, U.S. Flag Certificate, Constitution Hall. Display and share the flag proudly. Our flag carries American ideas, American history, and American feelings. It is not a painted rag. It is a whole national history. It is the Constitution. It is the government. It is the emblem of the sovereignty of the people. It is a nation. Henry Ward Beecher, 1861.
Welcome to the VIS Exhibit Room presentation. I'm your chair, Jill Olson. VIS is Volunteer Information Specialist, and I know that many of you have been dealing with many of the things that we deal with in VIS this year, especially with COVID. One of the things I wanted to point out is, what do we do here in the VIS committee? Well, we manage all of the state and chapter and district social media sites. We also manage all of the state and chapter public websites. And we also help with virtual meetings. We communicate through the Clarion communication announcements and also manage all of our back-end hardware and software through our site admin. One of the things I want to point out for the exhibit room presentation is that there are many updates going on in the VIS committee page. You can go to our members website and go to committees and scroll all the way down to the bottom and pick Volunteer Information Specialist Committee. There you'll find many presentations. If you haven't yet watched the roadmap presentation, which is the first presentation that was created for 2021, please watch that presentation. I go through and talk about all the things that we're doing to update and improve our systems in the modern age. There are also some other tutorials and guidelines available for you With the Microsoft rollout, many announcements have been sent, and in case you haven't seen them, coming soon to you is your Microsoft account. This is for chapter board members and committee members. You'll be getting a Microsoft account, which will be an @CaliforniaDAR email address. You will also have access to free software through the Office and Microsoft 365 application. There are many training videos that we've placed up on the committee page. One is the Level 1 and Level 2 training for the application called Teams. And here with our state conference, we are using Teams live events and we're using Teams meetings. And so this is the platform that we're using. There is training available for you to use it as well. Other trainings and other information will be posted in the committee page that will be coming out after state conference. So please go to our committee page, check out all of the videos and tutorials and information that we have posted up there, and we update it regularly. The other thing I'd like to point out is that the NSDAR online guidelines have just been updated as of February 24th. So please, if you go to our committee page, you can click the link to go to the dar.org national site and go to the committee page there and see the national NSDAR online guidelines. These guidelines are imperative for all chapters and districts and the state to view what is allowed and what are the requirements and responsibilities associated with our online presence. And lastly, if you leave here today, I want you to make sure that you remember three things. We need volunteers. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer for VIS, please reach out to me. I am the chair. We also have training that will become available not only for current systems, but also future systems. And with the Microsoft rollout, we will be offering some free certifications for Microsoft certifications. So please, if you don't remember anything else today in this exhibit room presentation, remember these three things. And if you're not someone who is interested in volunteering for our VIS committee, but you know someone in your chapter who might be interested or who has technical skills, please encourage them to reach out to me.